அவருக்கு வீடியோ அனுப்பிச்சு காமிச்சிருவோம். வீடியோ எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன். பொடி பொடியாக இருக்கிறதாங்கப்பா. போட்டுக்கியா?
Hi everyone, I am back with another video, and this one is very close to my heart because these are small things and small moments which kind of make me happy, and these are the things which we do for the love we have for our loved ones, right? And this is one such video, and I had May 1st holiday, and I wanted to cook for everyone because it usually used to be my mom and my grandmother cooking for everyone. And since I have been living in Bangalore alone, so I know the effort it takes to cook, right? And to be honest, for our mothers or any mother in the Indian household, their way of giving love and expressing their love languages through food, and without hesitation, all the mothers, all the women in the family have always cooked food for us, right? And since me being in Coimbatore for pretty good time right now, I thought why not cook for them, because it is them who has been cooking every day, and I didn't or I don't cook usually at home or for a larger audience because my taste is different, and taste in the sense like the spice concentrations are different, right? So everyone has their own set of diet or even the flavors on how much they should have at home. So I prefer not cooking because of that one scenario. And okay, I thought I have a holiday and I wanted to do something, so I thought why not cook for every one of us. And initially I thought I will just be cooking along with my grandmother. I mean, I will be cooking and my grandmother would be there to see if I'm doing things correctly. But then unfortunately my grandmother was not available that day. She had to go somewhere. So it was me and my grandfather. And before leaving home itself, before I went to the temple itself, I had told my grandfather that could you help me with the cooking part, in the sense I will do it, I just want you to manage things, like observe it and see if I'm doing it right. And the background story for me asking my grandfather is, my grandfather used to work as a cook in temples and other places as well, so he has the experience of cooking for a larger audience, right? So I thought, when he has such a good experience, why not make use of it and learn from him? And as a child, I have seen in many family gatherings, my uncle and my grandfather used to cook together, and it used to be so lovely to watch it, because when a son does what a father has done all his life, it kind of makes you a little bit emotional, right? So one such thing is there for me, and me cooking along with my grandfather is something that I have wanted to do, like learn from him and cherish those memories, right? These are golden things which no money can buy, right? Me learning to cook from my grandfather or my grandmother for that instance, right? So this was something very meaningful to me, and no amount of money or any other materialistic thing can't match with this. So that is how this happened. And to be very honest, I have cooked for 7-8 people, but I have not cooked for more than 7-8 people. And I used to cook with cooker, right? Since the number of people in the list for that day was more than what I had imagined. So I had to cook in a different vessel, and which I'm not used to. So basically, the core idea was that I will cook chicken biryani and then chicken gravy and raita. That's all. The menu is simple, no complications. But what happened is, since I had to complete my workout and go to the temple and come go by everything all by myself, it took a lot of time and I was a little late. Not little late, I was late and late and late. So I was running out of time, and thankfully, my grandfather helped me with most of the things. Like before even I reached home, he had already peeled onions and he was peeling garlics and he was cutting the ginger. So that kind of helped me because it helped me be faster. But on the other side, I didn't want to trouble him much, so I tried taking up the work and just assigning small tasks to him. I wouldn't say that I assigned tasks, but he was the one who assigned me tasks. So yeah, that's how it went. And we started cooking, and then we had some meaningful conversations together. And it was fun watching him cook and tell and share his expertise about how he cooks and how when he was cooking, how would he would keep his workplace or the workflow, and how and he was sharing stories to me which were there from his uh, work time, right? What his owner or his boss would do, or how they would want the cooking to be done, and how he along with other colleagues of him would enjoy all such things, right? And it was meaningful for me to have and listen to the stories of my grandfather. And even when my grandmother used to be there at home, we talk a bit and they share stories from their childhood and during their time where they had to struggle for a lot of things, or even the part where they have struggled in terms of food, money, and a lot of other things, right? So I kind of find it fulfilling for me to talk about those things, and you know what, I do definitely tease them a bit whenever I get a chance. So I kind of do drama in the family, at least in my home. And I mean, my grandmother and my grandfather team with me, and we keep taunting my mother, and like my mother is on the other side and I am on this side, and we keep I keep telling something, and my grandfather comes support for me, and my grandmother supports my mother. So it's kind of fun in the family, and I feel that the drama runs in the veins, I guess. At least for me, I don't know, but yeah. So I started cooking, and the recipe was the same. It was the same as how I used to cook. The only few additions were that I had to add curd, which I don't usually do when cooking biryani. And the one more other part was the rice was different this time. It was Siraga Samba, and in our place, like in Coimbatore, the in the Congo belt, Siraga Samba biryani is very famous, right? And so I had to ask for the measurements with my grandfather that for this type of rice, how much glass of waters do we keep, and all of that. So these are all basic things, right? And since it was not a cooker, I didn't want to burn the rice or burn the biryani. So I asked my grandfather for help, and I'm not sure how the rice gets cooked. So he helped me completely, and he took over the kitchen, to be very honest. And if not for him, I don't think so I would have been able to do, because I was trying to record at the same time and also cook at the same time, and then it was a mess because everything was chaos, because I was running out of time. I had phone calls asking, is the food ready? Is the food ready? Because it was already past time and all of that. But I told people to wait because we had no other option, because the food was getting cooked, and I told them it will be a little late, so you people better have some snacks and fill up your tummies until the food is ready. Right. So once biryani was ready, then we started cooking. I mean, while the biryani was getting ready, we started cooking the chicken as well. Just that the gravy took a lot of time to be cooked because uh, these are not professional burners, right? These are all small household burners, and it doesn't contain that much capacity to cook instantly like how fast food is being cooked, right? So that is how it went. And to be honest, I was very happy with what I did that day, and I wanted to give it back to my family. It's not the value of what we provide, it's just that the intent to give the love back, what our mothers and grandmothers, aunts, and all the women in the family or men in the family who cook, and it's not a rare sight these days where men cook in the family. It's common these days, and giving back the same love language as what we get is absolutely a fulfilling thing, at least to me by heart. And and I wanted to give it back to them. And that day was very meaningful to me because of this. And I was able to cook for the family and give it to my friends. And I couldn't get the reaction videos because I was running late out of time. So I had to rush up and pack bags and give it to everyone. So the reaction videos aren't there, but all I heard was the biryani was good and chicken was good and all of that. But I was not trusting myself because I thought maybe they're just trying to tell because I have put some effort and they don't want to disappoint me, and that is the reason they don't want to say if it is bad or something. But there are few friends of mine who are very good critics, I would say, and they came later in the evening and they told me the biryani was nice, the taste is good, and all of that. I gave the entire credit to my grandfather, saying he's the one who cooked. I mean, I wouldn't have taken the credit, even even if they had blamed me, I wouldn't have told no, it was the grandfather. No, the food was amazing. Even my grandfather, being the perfectionist he is, he was saying we shouldn't be cooking in this rush. We should learn to cook with time, and if we have more time, we'll be able to cook better and all of that. But my friends gave a very positive review, and I completely gave the credit to my grandfather that he was the one who handled it. I was just helping him at the end. So that is how the day went for me, and I didn't do this as a way to expect something back. No, it was just something that I wanted to do for my family and for my loved ones, or even maybe for my friends. And one thing that was even more special is that I could feed my friends. I mean, usually that doesn't happen in my hometown, right? Where I cook and serve my friends. If it is in Bangalore, I cook and feed them as and when we meet or something like that. But that's not something that happens in Coimbatore. So that was a rare sight for me, and maybe the first time. No, yeah, it's not the first time, but yeah, previously I cooked for my friends. This was very meaningful, and we work hard to have good food. This was one such good food, comfort food, I would say, and that's it. Have a good day, you all, and if there is something that you all would want to share about the traditions in your family, or moments, or the love languages, how it happens in your family, or how the love language is shared, and what is your family's love language, and if there is a dish that you all cook together, or it's a family dish that you all carried through time, through history, through generations, and please do mention in the comments, and have a good day, you all.